Hi, I saw your post and I think I might be able to help. You ask, which is the largest bond angle? A, S, OSO in sulfuric acid or the sulfate ion, which is drawn at the bottom. The B or the F, B, beryllium F and BeF2 up here. The angle for water and the uh, HCCl3, which I've drawn right here, okay? And your question is, which is the largest bond angle? Now, looking at it intuitively, it would make sense that BeF2 is the largest bond angle at 180 degrees because it is a linear geometry. So let me kind of dig into this a little bit because the whole point of molecular geometry is to follow the electrons. Now with beryllium, let's look over to the side. I've drawn just the Lewis dot of the central ion. And if you notice, beryllium has only 2 electrons, which are going to be taken by the fluorine, which spread it out. And you can intuitively see that they're going to naturally spread out to the side. But let's go down to water. This is called a bent geometry. In more detailed terms, it's a branch of the trigonal planar geometry, but we're going to just call it bent for now. And the reason it is bent and why it's so critical to life is these 2 extra pairs of electrons down crowding on the bottom of the oxygen. They exist too, and they repel each other, and they're going to repel the hydrogens back up, if you can kind of get what I'm gesturing in the camera. Now, let's go on to carbon. Carbon is a very interesting element because it has what's called a tetrahedral geometry, and this is a number you're going to want to remember. The angle between each one of these is 109.5 degrees, and this is very important. And the reason this looks like this, think of it as kind of like a pyramid, only at the bottom you have 3 chlorines and a hydrogen sticking up the top. If you can kind of look at it 3-dimensional. So I'll redraw it here. Do just a central spot, right, redo that, right, left, backwards or forwards, and upwards. That's tetrahedral. And that's why that bond angle here is the way it is, because of the electron crowding. And with the SO4, I believe it would be also tetrahedral. And these would be 104.5, or that might be square planar because of resonance. I don't remember off the top of my head. But the answer to your question is it's because of the way electrons are placed around the central atom, what determines the bond angle. And this leads to the general properties we get in chemistry and polarity and intramolecular forces. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps. Goodbye.